If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and f*** off.
Ricky Gervais isn't afraid to speak his mind. But what happens when he exposes Hollywood's most uncomfortable truths? Stick around, because you won't believe the brutal truths he reveals that left even the boldest celebrities speechless. Ricky Gervais is known for his fearless approach, especially when it comes to roasting Hollywood's woke celebrities. He's not just poking fun, he's exposing hypocrisy and challenging the norms in ways that leave audiences stunned. From award shows to interviews, Gervais delivers his critiques with such precision that they leave both fans and critics talking long after the moment has passed. In this video, we're diving deep into his most iconic takedowns, the kind that send shockwaves through Hollywood and make people rethink celebrity culture. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride.
But tonight isn't just about the people in front of the camera. In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world, people from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you.
Our first stop takes us back to the 2020 Golden Globes, where Ricky kicked off his monologue by calling out Hollywood's so-called activism. He starts with a punchy line that sets the tone for the entire night. Now, think about the irony here. Gervais is pointing out the absurdity of celebrities using award shows as platforms for social causes, while often ignoring their own questionable affiliations. By bringing up companies like Apple, Amazon, and Disney, who have all faced criticisms for their labor practices, Ricky isn't just making a joke. He's exposing a glaring double standard. It's a calculated move to highlight how some celebrities claim to stand for justice while endorsing companies that contradict their supposed values. And when he says, if ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, it's more than just shock value. He's challenging the integrity of an industry that prioritizes career advancement over genuine activism. It's moments like these that remind us why Gervais's humor hits so hard. It's because it's rooted in inconvenient truths. Ricky's next target is the woke elite, who often preach about issues they know little about.
I'm willing to learn, and I found out my crime was that I dead named her. Now, I'd never heard that term, before a day after the Golden Globes, and that was saying her old name, and even acknowledging that she used to be a man.
He brings Greta Thunberg into the mix, but not to criticize her. Instead, he uses her as a contrast to celebrities who use their fame to speak on complex topics. This isn't a jab at Greta herself, but a critique of how quickly celebrities jump on social causes without fully understanding them. It's about questioning whether these public figures have the authority or knowledge to lecture the masses. Ricky is essentially saying, just because you're famous doesn't mean you're qualified to educate others. By comparing them to a teenage activist, he's underscoring how out of touch some celebrities are with real-world issues. It's a stinging reminder that popularity doesn't equate to expertise. Moreover, Ricky's comment sheds light on a broader cultural issue, the trend of celebrities who oversimplify complex problems to gain social media applause. Through humor, Gervais forces us to ask ourselves, are we putting too much stock in the opinions of people who haven't done the work to truly understand the issues at hand? Moving on to one of the most controversial moments of the night, Gervais takes on Caitlyn Jenner. This is where Ricky pushes boundaries and sparks heated debates. Gervais's approach here is bold, no doubt, but it's layered. He's not just making a cheap joke about Caitlyn's identity, he's critiquing what he sees as inconsistency in public figures' behaviors. For Ricky, the joke isn't about transition, it's about how some celebrities use certain topics to deflect from their own past controversies. The dead-naming accusation is meant to highlight the paradox of asking for respect while perpetuating questionable actions. It's an example of how Gervais tackles delicate subjects, sparking discussions about the nature of public criticism and the double standards within Hollywood. His humor here is challenging, prompting the audience to reflect on whether they hold public figures accountable for their actions, or just applaud them for their stances on trendy issues. Ricky's next target is none other than Steve Carell, an industry favorite known for his role in The Office. But even someone as beloved as Carell isn't spared from Ricky's sharp humor. Here, Gervais is pointing out the often overlooked reality of show business. Success is rarely the result of one person's effort. Hollywood has a habit of propping up individual figures as the sole reason for a project's success, when in reality it's the collective effort of countless writers, directors, and actors. Ricky's humor challenges this narrative by reminding everyone that the accolades we often give to stars should be shared with the entire team. It's not about diminishing Steve Carell's talent, but about questioning the culture of celebrity that overemphasizes individual achievements. This is classic Gervais, using humor not just to entertain, but to critique the very industry he's a part of. Finally, we arrive at what is perhaps Ricky's most memorable moment from the Golden Globes, his unapologetic message to celebrities about political speeches. This moment is quintessential Gervais. It's a direct challenge to the culture of celebrities using their acceptance speeches as platforms to push political agendas. Ricky's point is simple. Just because you're good at entertaining doesn't mean you're automatically an authority on global issues. He's not saying actors shouldn't care about causes. They absolutely should. But there's a difference between supporting a cause and assuming that your fame gives you the expertise to educate the public. By mentioning Greta Thunberg, Gervais drives home the point that even a young activist who has dedicated herself to a cause may know more than celebrities who only advocate for issues when it's convenient.
I saw him on the Olympic Games. It was decathlon. It was in everything. He was all over the place. Shot put and pole vault. He won a medal. He was famous. He was on telly all the time. But, you know, a big, famous man with a huge, I don't know, but I mean, I'm guessing he's a big, but I've learned my lesson. Now, I'd never dead name her now. Now I know it's wrong. I'd never dead name her now.
It's a critique that forces us to reevaluate why we hold celebrity opinions in such high regard. And there you have it. 5 moments where Ricky Gervais didn't just make us laugh, but made us think. His critiques are more than just jokes. They're social commentaries that challenge the status quo and push us to question celebrity culture. Whether you agree with him or not, one thing is clear. Gervais's words have a way of cutting through the noise, reminding us that sometimes the harshest truths are delivered with the sharpest humor.